Well, hello, folks, and welcome to the very first, the introductory episode of the Goobersquad versus or explores, and then blank. We are going to be hitting the 5-man dungeons within the World of Warcraft. I have gone out and I've handpicked a specialized squad to go with me as we hit each and every dungeon within the game, starting off soon with episode 1 versus the Deadmines. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as we get into what we're going to do as the Goobersquad. And we are the Goobersquad. And so first and foremost, what we're going to do is we're going to introduce each one of these fine folks. And so when we come back, we're going to find out what they're about, what they've managed to get through their first 15 levels before we head into the Deadmines. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and we are going to meet each one of the members within this specialized group that's going to be tackling each one of the dungeons within Azeroth and within the World of Warcraft. And up first is Adrias. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Now, sir, you are a level 15 arcane mage, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Excellent. Now, how did Adrias meet this fine group of adventurers?
Well, for the first many years of his life, he has studied and knuckled down into books and practiced his magic in behind closed doors, and he's now prepared to go out and put it to practical use and help some others explore. And who better to do that with than the group of strong-willed people that he ran into and who invited him in. And
that's right. Freely saw much promise in Adrias, and so has asked him to join him on this quest. And let us go over the items that you've collected. And first and foremost, your cloak, sir.
So the cloak, the Golden Sunshine Cloak, which is, we'll be honest, it's just yellow cotton, but it's pretty flashy.
Okay, excellent. You've also managed to pick up the Sentinel Hill Surcoat. Very nice, sir.
Yes, while helping out those at Sentinel Hill and Westfall, they offered him a very finely laced and hardy piece of equipment from one of their fallen mages that he picked off while they weren't looking.
Okay.
And
okay.
It served him well.
Okay, excellent. You also have the elastic wrist guards.
Yes, they proved very handy compared to other options you could have gone with because of their easy removability, being that they're elastic.
Oh, excellent. And you did enchant those with the +1 dodge, did you not?
He did indeed.
Okay, excellent. Now you are sporting the House Rin staff, which is a very nice, and it's a blue item. I think it's one of the only blue items until we see what the other folks have, but the first one that we've come across here.
Yes, it was awarded to him for helping out those at in Westfall at Sentinel Hill that were fallen, and so does a pretty decent staff to help him along his way.
Oh, I must say, yeah, that's got some great upgrades on it, and so wonderful. You also have the evidence collection gloves. What evidence were you collecting, sir?
He's signed some documents that prevent him from talking about those in great detail.
Wow. Okay. All right. The red linen sash.
Yeah. So he picked that up over in the
Eastvale logging camp, I believe.
Yes, that's the one.
I think it's the same place you got the shirt, is it not?
It is indeed. So he picked those up for helping out and collecting logs and helping people with their unfortunates.
Okay, we also have the legwork trousers.
Yeah, so these are just some simple pants that he picked up for a really nice price over at the Corpse of a Bandit. And yeah, these two have served him pretty well.
All right, and
Luckily a fairly perfect fit.
Oh, awesome. And finally, the harvester boots.
Yep, so helping out some of the farmers old Westfall there with their faulty machinery and their overgrown crops. And he picked up some boots from there as well, so...
Excellent. Now, out of all this equipment, what is the first thing you're going to want to upgrade?
First thing I'm probably going to want to upgrade is the belt, as it doesn't really give me the bonuses that I need as a mage.
Okay.
So, hopefully, I could find something that gives me a bit of an intellect boost or something of that nature.
All right, well, excellent. So there you go, folks, our Arcane Mage, Adrias, level 15 Arcane Mage, and it was going to be putting up some DPS points for us, so excellent. So we'll be right back with the next person. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and we have our level 15 Destruction Warlock with us. It's Zorts Whipplescrew. Now, sir, how did you come up with the awesome last name?
It was actually a gnome I had over on WRA that I was just running around being silly with, and I actually got complimented on being a great gnome role player, which immediately put a stop to that.
Okay. and how does Whipplescrew find himself in the awesome adventuring band of the Goobersquad?
He just kind of saw him one day and was like, they look like they know where to find neat stuff, and he just started tagging along. Okay. And they haven't really noticed him yet because he's really short.
Right, and now you have someone with you, and who is this?
Oh, that's Chotal. He's an idiot.
Okay.
He's not
okay.
Very right.
So are you going to stick with the imp, or are you going to go Voidwalker? What's your plan there?
I'm going to go with the imp for now. Add a little bit of DPS to the crew, and because the Voidwalker might accidentally start pulling aggro when he shouldn't be.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
if I need to switch to the Walker, I'll switch to the Walker.
Okay.
As needs must, sir. As needs must.
Excellent. And you chose Destruction Warlock, and why?
Fire. Fire is good.
Lots of fire. Excellent. So let's see what you have here collected in your first 15 levels. And starting off with Mori's Cloak.
Well, I stopped by Maury's house for a cup of tea, and Maury had to go take care of something, and I needed a cloak, so I just kind of took it and left.
Borrowed it.
Yeah, they'll get it back.
Okay.
Trust me.
You have the Airfield's Defender's Garb.
Yep. I've got nothing for that,
Okay.
It was just a thing I found.
Okay.
While I was out at the airfield, so.
The Velocity Bracers.
Because I got it's like great boxers, man. You gotta have great hand speed.
Right. Now they're a white item. Did you think we were still doing the Iron Man, sir?
No, I just didn't pick. Nothing better came along.
Okay.
It was just bad luck, so you gotta make do with what you got.
That's right. All right, so we have the Stone Splinter Staff.
It'll splinter stones, or stones will splinter it. One of the two.
Oh, excellent. Imbued Disciples Gloves.
I'm an imbued disciple. Why not?
Right, a destruction imbued disciple.
Yeah,
of the Warlock craft. Excellent.
Right.
The Belt of Dark Schemes. Well, again, look who we're talking to here.
Come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
This is me we're talking about.
Okay. The Unbound Leggings.
Well, if they were bound leggings, I wouldn't be able to walk.
Right, so that makes sense as well. And finally, the Trog Slayer Boots.
I don't like trogs. They're ugly.
And how many trogs did you have to slay to get the boots?
A lot.
Right.
More than 3.
All right, excellent. So there you have it, folks. Our Destruction Warlock with his companion, Chotal. they'll be putting up some more DPS points as well. And so thank you very much, Zorts.
No problem, sir.
Okay. Troll Run
I have
2015.
I put the wrong macro up. But yeah.
Okay.
Troll Run, woo!
Alrighty, folks. Up next is the healer of the group. It's a level 15 Restoration Druid. It's Jessa Swiftwind. I want to say Swiftmend, but it's Swiftwind. And hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Now, Jessa, what is their storyline here?
Well, Jessa here has worked with the Cenarian Circle for as long as she can remember. She is a natural-born healer. She works well with healing, mending. She's an herbalist, alchemist. She's also a druid of the antler.
Oh, excellent. So lots of healing ability, which we will most certainly need, I imagine. You've got your work cut out for you here.
I'm looking forward to it.
A challenge. So let's see what you've picked up in your first 15 levels. And right off the bat, we have the Cloak of the Stag.
Well, she is a druid of the antler, so it's only makes sense that she would have a cloak made out of part of the animal she follows.
Okay, excellent. Next, you have a rat hair vest, ma'am.
You do not want to know how that was made. We'll
No.
just leave it at that.
No, we don't. And you don't want to be around her when that thing gets wet.
No, it just lots of skinning and yeah.
Okay. Next up, some rough leather bracers.
An item she found on her journey from Darnassus to meet up with you guys.
Oh, excellent. Just fell off a random mob, did it?
Yes.
Oh, lucky. Okay.
We'll say that.
All right, a satyr horn staff.
She stole it off a satyr.
The whole horn? I imagine you had to kill the satyr to get the horn off.
She did.
So it's really not stealing
was-
at that point.
Well, he was locked at the bottom of a very large waterfall.
Oh, okay. Some rough leather gloves.
An item she bought from a friend of hers.
Oh, okay. And they match the bracers rather well.
That they do.
Next is the Dirtwood belt.
I can't remember how she got that.
Well, good old Dirtwood, you know. It may not look the prettiest, but, you know, it does the job. All right, restless leggings.
She moves around a lot.
Right?
So-
It's a lot better having the restless leggings than to have restless legs.
Right.
And finally, mossy boots.
Well, mossy boots is moss just picks up everything. Perfect for cold weather, perfect for wet weather. It gets in that heat really good.
All right. Excellent. And so there you have it, folks, our healer of the group. And hopefully we're going to be able to get her some better gloves and bracers up and coming in the Deadmines. We'll find out. And so thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you for having me.
All right. All right, folks. Up next is the tank of the group. That's right, the leader herself, none other than Sugarpaw Honeyblossom. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
A level 15 Brewmaster Monk.
Yes.
And
Yes, I am.
a flying Zorts went flying by. So what's her story?
She has just come of age. She is a mainland panda and has decided that she's going to run off and do some adventuring. She's awfully curious about everything and wanting to meet all the new people and explore all of the new things that she's never had the opportunity to explore beyond her little home there in Pandaria. So she's out for adventure.
All right, great. Now, is she prepared to protect everyone within this group?
She is.
Excellent.
They're her family. You protect family. You fight for family.
That's right. So let us see what you've brought with you to help you to protect us. And so right up front here, we have the Watch Captain's Cloak. What is this all about, ma'am?
Watch me nick this captain's cloak.
Okay. Following the Vest of Compassion. Oh, that's nice.
There are several items that she has on her that were given to her by family members wishing her well, all with special meaning behind them or special well wishes behind them.
Okay. Next is the Bindings of the Earth Spirit.
That's another one of her treasures that her family bestowed upon her, wishing her well before she'd leave, as are her gloves and her leggings.
Okay. We have Parker's Yardstick.
Well, you see, if you look at it, we just kind of had to tie some sticks together. You gotta make the best with what you got at the time, and
That's right. I mean, hey, you can do some damage with that, especially as a monk. A monk can kick butt with pretty much anything, even two sticks tied together, or
and
three
it's handy
sticks.
if you need some distance measured.
That's right. Parker's Yard is a special type of yard. We have Boots of the Prolific Sire.
Well, you see, we decided this one beast had sired enough younglings that, we needed to put an end to that because of overpopulation and think that's just not healthy for the land. So we offed him and made some boots.
Oh. Okay. And the ceremonial leggings, as you described earlier, along with the gloves of Verity. So those were all gifts, correct?
Yes. Well-wishing gifts.
Okay, and finally, you got the Belt of the Reoccurring Raids.
Because sometimes you just got to go back and do it again.
Well, excellent. Well, again, ma'am, with this bunch, you've certainly got your
Excuse me, sir, that was rude.
Yes, very rude, sir. But again...
Don't even know who that was. That was rude, trying to do something here.
Right. And again, with this bunch, I do not envy you the task of keeping them from harm, ma'am.
Oh, well, if they don't behave themselves, that's simple enough that, whoops, didn't grab aggro on that mob.
Wow.
Rip your face off, I'm sorry.
Wow.
You're dead now, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, thank you very much, ma'am. All right, last but certainly not least is Freely Jenkins himself, and I'm going to allow Zorts to ask me the questions. Take it away, Zorts.
Oh, that was a bad idea. All right. So, Mr. Freely Jenkins, if that is your real name.
Aye.
How is it you came into contact with this squad of goobers?
Well, you see, I wanted to go and see each one of these dungeons and see what we could find within them and bring back knowledge that we could share with other adventurers to, make them a safer environment to go and explore. And so hopefully through these adventures, the viewers out there are going to see what is held within each one of these dungeons and, to see what kind of prizes and excitement awaits them in each one, sir. So that is Freely's goal in life, is to share that knowledge and explore these dungeons, sir.
So this is not an elaborate ruse to lure us all to our untimely doom?
Absolutely not. That would be dishonorable, sir.
We'll accept that answer for now. And exactly how do you plan on doing this? What equipment have you brought to the table here, sir? Let's have a look.
Alrighty.
Starting right off, you have the Ironheart Chain Cloak.
Yes. Oh, yes. This cloak was specifically designed for Freely by using a very specific type of material called the Ironheart. It's found within only a few trees within a forest, and it's the heart of an iron tree that, again, can't divulge where those trees are found because there's very few, and you only use it sparingly.
So you're now freely admitting to ripping the hearts out of living trees.
Well, no, I didn't. Someone else did that. They just gave me the cloak.
I think our resident druid might have issue with this. Moving on.
Okay.
Vagash pelt vest. What is a Vagash? Who is a Vagash? And how did you get his pelt?
Oh my gosh, Vagash. Vagash is found above the Amberstill Mill, not the Amberstill Mill, but the Amberstill Farm or homestead where they have the rams. And it's a giant yeti that was eating the rams, and so I went and defeated him and made a pelt out of his hide for my vest.
So a yeti, minding its own business, doing what a yeti does and finding sustenance, and you took his pelt.
Most assuredly so.
Well done, sir. Well done. Moving on. Rugelfuss bracers. What in the blue sky is a Rugelfuss?
Rugelfuss is the name of a particular trog found deep within a trog hole, and we had to take care of said trog. They wanted some teeth as proof of jobs well done, and so teeth I did provide, and they made me a bracer from the teeth called the Rugelfuss bracers here.
So, trogs in their own home, minding their own business, and you performed unlicensed dentistry on them?
One could say, sir. Yes, sir.
Dubious indeed.
Dubious at best, sir.
Stonebreaker's gauntlets. Sub-question, do the said gauntlets truly break stone?
They do, and protect my hands from breaking upon stone, so, yes.
Mm-hmm. And how many stones did you have to break for these gauntlets?
You don't want to know.
Were they truly stones and not pebbles?
Well, they turned into pebbles after I got done with them, I can tell you that much.
Very good, very good. Mountaineer's belt. Common item that can be purchased at any souvenir shop, I imagine.
No, sir. That's for climbing the highest peak here in Dunmoreau.
Oh.
An achievement only few dwarves have accomplished.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
Hammerfoot's male leggings.
Yes, the sad...
Who is Mr. Hammerfoot, and how did you come across his pants?
The sad story of Hammerfoot, who fell to a bear.
Wait, is this appropriate for all ears? Is this a PG story?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I won't go into the revenant side of what happened between him and the bear.
But somehow you got in his pants.
Yes. Needless to say, he won't be requiring said pants any longer.
Interesting. Moving on. Stone stompers.
Again, once I break the stone with my Stonebreaker gauntlets, I commence stomping them with my stone stompers, sir.
What happens to the stones after you stomp them?
Well, as you see on the floor here with us, we utilize them for making our walls, our floorings, yeah.
So you're aiding home repair.
Exactly.
Very
That's what we dwarves do, sir.
Outstanding. And finally, Battle Axe of the Sober... What sacrilege is this? Battle Axe of the Sober Dwarf?
That's an
you better have a real good excuse here.
That's an and I love the title underneath this. It says that's an oxymoron, lad. Yeah, it's very few dwarves do you find that are sober, and yeah. So we don't talk about it much. We just we'll just there we go. So what were we saying?
I believe we were moving on to what exactly is your role in this misfit group of adventurers?
Well,
what are you bringing to the table?
I will be helping, of course, with the DPS and helping to facilitate us getting to said dungeons. We'll also be making sure that everybody is well compensated for the trips and whatnot. So, yeah, that's my job, sir.
I know, and I thank you for your time, and that is a quite magnificent beard.
Oh, I thank you, sir. And I thank you for the lovely questions.
Yak.
That's rude. Good Lord. Alrighty, folks. Well, here you have it. The Goobersquad. That's right. Each one of us bringing something a little different to the table. But together, we're going to defeat these 5-man dungeons. Isn't that correct, guys?
Yep.
Sure is.
That's right. And so, with that, folks, we're going to see you next time in our first dungeon, the Deadmines. Until then, bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.